Oh, back with another one. Back with another one. Dtn V. Dtn V. All right. Daily Thursday news segment. Oh, I got some interesting things for y'all. Woo. We got a certain individual that came back in these certain spaces, but we're going to get right into it. Let me get set up. Let me get set up. Oh, let me get set up. Let me get set up. Let me get set up. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. We're going to talk about some shit today. Yes, we're going to talk about the individual that came back on a very specific channel, a woman's channel he liked in Miami. But this dude's a clown since 2 years ago. And last year, he ain't did shit since. The one that said, I stand on it, he's back. But we ain't going to get into it. But, I got a couple of slides on his ass. But then we got the Lapeef, they typical bullshit from last Thursday. But we also got your usual. This is about the Ty City Ramil thing. We're gonna break this down because Ty City had a stream. I think he private and he cleared it up. I think this past Sunday, and then there's a certain individual try to derail and kill the conversation. But I understand the conversation. I think it was about Brian. Things about Brian Solange. Brian Solange was a big topic because of the feds and all that, but it got derailed during the stream. I'm going to explain why they got derailed. They didn't want to get into it. Then it turned into something else and it went extremely left, like it always has. So you got to be aware of that. A lot of times people just get caught up in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like some people just don't want to hear what's going on. But I will show you the shots in the 30-minute mark. Like as always, it's always continued and things like that. So we're not worried. We're not worried because you got certain individuals that don't care. I get two shits what people think at this point, but you gotta understand something. These shots is just a tell-all, exposing certain individuals what's going on in these type of topics that they be on. It can be a bunch of bullshit at times, but you deal with it at times. So we're going to show them shots in the 30-minute mark. I'm just going to get this out and talk about the situation. And as we see fit, I know people are not going to tune in right away, but I'm just going to wait and see. So I'm just going to get this out the way, and we're going to talk about that situation. That situation with Ty City Ramil, and they trying to say that's a beef or whatever. Technically, it's not a beef. It's just what it is on YouTube. It's the same repeat of history. And that's just what I'm looking at it as. And I think it all started over a conversation. They was talking about Brian Solange, right? Brian Solange was the big topic in that stream. And I'm glad I got those shots. And it all started, and I think Gabe, Abe, and Super Slide went at it. I got those hits as well. So y'all bear with me. But it is what it is, and it is what it ain't. Because most people, they just gonna be emotional and pick sides, and as usual. And I'm not really surprised what's going on. So you see this all the time. It's like a repeat of last year. And a certain individual had problems with him last year as well. And they did streams against each other. And I think GMT, y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. He called himself the GOAT, the drill god himself. But we're going to explain why he did what he did, because I think he did that for a reason. And it was a challenge. I mean, Ty City stayed out of it. He defended Ramil. There was no beef, and he kept saying SBE and shouts out to Ramil and everything else. But we got to get this shot. We got to explain. I got to explain my side, what I saw in that stream, what I saw. People was just talking shit. Everybody was crazy. Oh, it was a lit stream. But the main topic is the main topic. And Ty City covered it very well. He explained his side, and I kind of co-signed and believe what he was saying. He actually protected Ramil. Neither side was kind of wrong. It just went left real quick, and then you see the end result. I don't think he's going to unprivate it anytime soon, because when that individual came in there, he just dismantled the whole conversation. So you got to understand, sometimes it gets like that, and it's going to be one of those things that you see this a lot on YouTube. And yes, I talk about Black YouTube and YouTubers in general. no matter what color. DTN is based, especially specifically the ones I look at as a whole sphere. Live streams and things like that. What I see, especially niggas is populating the entertainment part. So I get to that actual part, but then we'll see some. I think we had Pookie Polar Bear the last time on Lapeef. Oh man, that shit was wild, man. That was the last time. If y'all watched the other DTN segment, we was talking about him on the Lapeef, man. They just, I tell you, man, they done hijack everything. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna break down a lot of stuff we see. So I'm just waiting for the 30-minute mark again. And this is a our segment. We're just gonna get through this, and we're gonna be like, hey, we here, and we're gonna stand on it, man. Like I'm just saying, like most people just don't understand that this stuff can get out of hand anytime, any quick. So when you talk about these things, I think the Ramil and Ty City was very important. I think that was the biggest drama we saw last Friday. I believe it was Friday. Yeah, Friday, because it was talking about the Brian guy. And they was investigating his website, and they're trying to say he's snitching to the feds and all that stuff. I mean, it was crazy, and it was a good conversation. Everybody was on the panel, and everybody was chilling, and it went well. It went very well in the beginning until the bullshit came, and I think Super Sly was going against the comments they was going to, and half of those people that was on the panels had a free speech Avengers account. I think it's called Free Speech Avengers account. And that's what gave them the red light, because actually it's a green light for the feds, but a red light on them, a red bullseye target on them. Now it's questionable. Oh, what's going on, Leticia? Greetings. Appreciate you for coming through. Yeah, this stuff I have to talk about it, man, because this is one of those things that we got to talk about. Is this going to be the trend? Because see, when they sting off you, it takes time. This is a timely effort thing. They try to say they're going to do it next year. No, they could do it this year in the summer. They wanted to, if they can hit those channels or whatever. It's a possibility, man, because the last time they hit I believe this Hebrew Israelites, that was 10 years ago, and I was a part of that shit. Lost the channel in the process. So it's a repeat of history, repeat of everything. You cannot escape it. The stuff is getting tight. Everybody's pick and choose. It's all political. And you see it all the time. See, you got to have balance on these types of content. It's fucked up, but you have to. A lot of dudes ain't gonna make it. And a lot of times they ain't gonna make it at times. You see what I'm saying? But that's the shit that I'm talking about. So we gotta just be mindful what's going on. So me reporting on it in the newsworthy, it's just what it is. Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm just not going to be big on it like that. So I'll show you the shots. And it's just like, I'll get into the 30-minute mark. So it is what it is. So I'm not trying to keep nobody here this long, because it's an hour, it's an hour segment. We're gonna do this and wait till we get the 30-minute mark, and we're gonna get what we get. So when you see these individuals, I see all the time, they talk about the same stuff over and over again. And it's crazy. But see, the biggest topic was Brian Solange. And I think what triggered this topic, people were afraid that, oh, it's the better about to get arrested, to get destroyed. Da, 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 da. They was tripping. But they didn't realize it's not big of a deal. It's just like, this is the stuff that you got to be mindful. Yes, you've always been recorded. It's just they're tired of the bullshit. You know what I mean? They just trying to move the right wing thought out. A lot of people say right wing thought is not a problem. Yes, it is. I mean, when you talk about a certain specific gender, that shit is not welcome on the site. I'm trying to tell you, this site is very selective what they want on here. Y'all can't do what y'all want. They want that Google Hangout bullshit. So I guess Google is trying to do that, and it's not good, because long term, it's going to fuck you up in the end. So you got to understand something. You cannot have something that will fuck you up in the end, and y'all going to learn. Y'all are going to learn. Like, this stuff is nothing to play with. So we got to report on, see what happened. We bring evidence, and we tell it like it is. Like 9 out of 10 people got to learn, man. You got to learn from the people from the past. They lost channels in prior. So We show a lot of screenshots here in these segments, but to draw out the audience, the channel holder don't really care. I'm not focused on the channel holder. 95% of the time when we talk about this segment, I am not holding the channel holder responsible for their content. That's just who they are. Okay. They're not responsible. It's the individuals making the channel holder's channel look bad. So I'm going after the panelists, the crowd, what they believe in, and their talking points and their viewpoints, and it's sad. So yes, I'll be there listening. Yes, I would love to have clips of them, but they get emotion because the channel holder would try to knock my ass loose, and screenshots is the best way. So when you have your presentation to it, you got to understand something that they're emotional like everybody else, like we see on YouTube. They want protection like a glorified echo chamber. We're going to mention that this coming up Sunday, and break down the philosophies, what people believe in. So what we have here is in DTN, we expose the bullshit, what these people be saying. And we see this a lot in chat rooms. We see this a lot in panels, and this stuff is very, very, very obvious. So you got to understand something. This stuff is not going anywhere. Okay. And that's what you see. And some people be on that BS. But here's the thing. If you talk about gender politics all the time, like 95% of your content, people are going to see it for what it is. And nobody's not going to do anything in the meantime or this year. They probably can, but they're selective. They're not trying to take everybody down. They're trying to see who's more hardcore and who's going to deter their shit and who's going to make the shift. Because there's going to be a lot of shifting this summer. I'm going to tell you that right now, because you're not going to see panels full of dudes attacking the opposite sex while they ain't there. They want them all on the panels. That's why I put Lapeef as an example. I'm just saying, I said this last year in one of the vlog streams, and I said one of the main reasons for a co-ed panel to be popular, what saved live stream content on YouTube, is to include them. Yes, it's politically correct. Yes, it's crazy, but I know it's bullshit, but this is a standard thing. And I noticed this. And I noticed this when I started doing this a lot more, and especially this year and then last year. And I've noticed something. All those channels start popping up. And then when I heard Lapeef popped up, oh man, this is crazy. And then I think I was in Ty City's chat last night, and he said, or early this morning, I believe, he was saying that Bernard Riley is allowing women on this shit. I'm not surprised. He's done it before. Or should I say Bernie Povich? I don't care for the fucker like that, but it is what it is, man. Like, you gotta understand something. You can't get mad what people believe. That's their belief, that's their stance, and you gotta understand something. Most people want that type of content. So it's nothing personal with me, with these individuals. I just don't like them spewing all this rhetoric and acting crazy. You know, I ain't got no issues with no women no whatsoever. I'm just saying I don't talk about that silly shit. That's something you can adapt outside in the real world and then try to apply it. That's why I don't teach that shit. It's non-conducive. That I've heard that content decades ago. It's not relevant now. It's not never. People think it's relevant, but it's really not. It's a small thing. And shouts out to Duke of Don saying that is very small-minded. That's not really what they would call red pill. It's not. Because if it was really red pill, you're supposed to be doing it right now. You're supposed to put it in practice. And none of these dudes don't do that. And that's why I show the shots. That's why I do what I do. And I show and explain the hypocrisy in the chat room, in the panels, and you see people all the time. And I have to do it. I have to air people out and explain what I saw in that live stream. And now you know what it is. Because they private these shits all the time. I have to get the screenshots to tell you what happened. Because they act like they're going to private it. No, they're going to private and delete the video. That's what they do. It's pretty much normal. So we got to understand something. People don't give a fuck. They do what they do. And it is what it is. And you cannot get mad what people say about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand this last year. Well, actually 2 years ago, because you had the incel problem. As always, you got weirdos. And yes, and I think I saw a clip from Taz saying that, you know, shit that I already done seen years ago and actually seen 2 years ago. He had a point, though. They try to tell him to stop talking about that P-file shit. Well, that's very common. And you already been monitored when people say that. You know, they already monitored you. The law enforcement on the internet has always been here. It's just they've been monitoring since 2012. I try to tell people I lost a channel prior to it. And this is the second channel that I have, and I'm maintaining, not talking about that wild shit. So it's a combination of that. A lot of it's political. That years ago, was political. This is like basically cancel culture and a mix of everything else. So yes, they can cancel you anytime. So Google and YouTube wants a balance type content. They don't want a lot of people try to say it's Disney. No, it's not Disney. They just want balance type content. They know what sells, but they want you to be mainstream worthy. But here's the thing: they want to control you as mainstream worthy. So they got to get control of the shit. They wanted a balanced society, so they don't want no madness. Everybody's gonna be on one side, the other people's gonna be one side, but y'all have to be in agreement to get the money on certain content. Not all content's gonna make money, but the ones that want to be in that field, like relationships, you gotta have money in that. That's just the bottom line. If you don't have a female on your shit, you're done. So you can't do those conversations and ask for donations and then expect to make it, and then she ain't there all the time. You know what I'm saying? You got to be consistent with it. You got to build your platform, your framework. So a lot of times these dudes talk about the same old stuff all the time and they get jammed up. Now, having a website is a bitch. It is. And we've seen this from the iteration of this before years ago. And it didn't last long until 2014. I said this before and I said this again. It's not easy. And then when you pass it on to somebody, it was something, then they call it free speech. It is oxymoron. You never have free speech on the internet or any platform you go or create your own on the internet, and even on the federal government level or any in this country, it's just an oxymoron. There is no free speech. There's free speech to a certain extent. Selective, I call it selective free speech. I'm going to talk about that the next Sunday Madness. There is such thing as selective free speech. Selective free speech does exist. Free speech is loosely based on what you see as free speech, but it's very selective in the world. I say it is selective because people choose to use it whenever they feel like it. So we're going to discuss that in the near future. But I'm just saying, not near future, but a future stream, I would say Sunday Madness or something like that. I don't know if I'm going to do it this month. I'll probably do it next month or something like that. That's a future next month stream. So we're going to break that down, what I mean by that. Because a lot of times when you hear sites call themselves free speech, I avenge free speech, that's a red flag. You don't have no power. You don't have no principles and money to back up what you say and lawyers to protect that type of content. And even though you want to delete all of it, you got exposed. And then basically Ty City pulled your whole card. Everybody pulled your whole card. Now, the conversation with this happening, it was good until the certain individual brought the P-file jokes. Next thing you know, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So basically, you have an individual wants to decimate certain people on panels, and he did what he did, and it's just what it is. And then the shock wave is here, right? So when you have certain things like that, you understand that DTN is no joke. DTN is no joke, and we talk about the shit all the damn time. So when you look at the shots that I show y'all, it happens all the time. Like every time I go on the live stream in chat rooms, and I don't be on panels like that like I used to, but I see for what it is, man. Like they be on this crazy shit, and you notice something about the panels. It's getting very, very thin out here. So they running out of content to talk about. See, I talk about multiple things on this channel, like or dislike, it don't really matter. I'm still here. I gotta do scheduled content. I gotta get it out, and that's it, and that's it. We're not gonna argue about people not doing content ever again. You know, it's up there this year. This year is an up there year. I call it the up there syndrome. We up there. We will not worry about what's going on today. We worry about the now, because the shots that I'm showing you, this is the now. I've been saying this since last year, and it repeats itself, man. Like these dudes have a pattern. I studied these patterns. These patterns end up becoming a problem, and a lot of individuals get crazy over here. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to understand, most people don't give a fuck. They just want to see if the shots are coming. Yes, the shots are coming. And the screenshots is gonna come, and I'm gonna explain why Ty City did what he did, and it's no hate towards him. He did the right thing. He pulled everybody down, and he controlled it. And he said, "Look, I control the platform. You don't." I would have done the same thing if I was pressured. If I was really cool with someone, and you got to get at that person. You tell them, no, you can't bring that bullshit. And he was respectful. I would say that individual, because they so tight, and I know loyalty matters to them. They're very, very close. I can tell. And I think Ramil did not like that. I don't think Ramil understand that he knew him longer than you. So that's basically what it was. And they had problems. And a lot of people said it's a beef with him and Ty City. No, it's a beef with the individual I'm about to show you. They call himself the drill god, the GOAT, versus Ramil. That's what this beef is about. And I think it came from last year. It's a repeat based off Ramil's channel popping. I say he was going to get 10,000 or more subscribers. If he keeps doing the content he does and be well balanced and do the fuckery, he can do that. He could be that bigger YouTuber or semi bigger YouTuber and then get to that lane and want to be like those guys. He could be like Palmer's in the world, the Mal Mannermans, and he wants to be in those leagues. That's his thing. See, he gets 500 in a box and 600, 700 a day. That's why I call it the LBM Coliseum. Yes, I troll him a little bit, but it's the truth. It's like the Coliseum. Niggas always want to fight and battle on the panel, trying to be the star on there, right? But that's the whole purpose of his channel. He does it a lot. He's very strategic what he does. Yes, that's his platform. I ain't got no issues with him, but he pulls people's cards every now and then. He has to. But this individual, the GOAT, pulls people's cards all the time. He goes through panels, chat room, and his platform, and he mixes it up. So he's well balanced in that area. So you got two individuals, got two different beliefs, how they look at things, fighting each other over criminal record, which is crazy. This is really their fight, not Ty City's fight. Ty City's in the middle of it as always. He had nothing to do with it. And I'm glad he approached this Sunday very lightly, and he did good. Yes, I trolled a certain individual, got emotional. We'll mention that later because, I said something. You trying to save your damnness to the manosphere, and he got triggered. A lot of people try to say he didn't get triggered, but those people in the chat was laughing. If you saw that last video addressing the issue, he said, let's talk about it. It's in my community tab. Just watch it. I trolled a certain individual. Y'all know who he is, but shouts out to him. He's on air right now, but I'm just saying, like, that got in his feelings. I told you, soft trolling works. If you hit a nerve, niggas fall for it, man. Don't pay me no mind in the chat room. I'm trying to tell you, I will say some shit will trigger you. Niggas fall for it, man. Like these dudes, the day is just, I'm just laughing, bro. Like I'm not even mad anymore. I'm just learning how to deal with these niggas long term because they're gonna do what they do. You can't get mad what they say. It's just how they do their actions and things like that. So I'm not really mad or giving a fuck what they think. I just don't care at this point because I feel like this is the type of stuff that I love to talk about right here because I can go in all day long. So y'all niggas ain't gonna stop this drive on Thursday. So we're gonna come with some more shots next week because I gotta see something. We're gonna be in the field tonight. We're gonna see some bullshit tonight because I gotta see something. I gotta see something from Thursday. I'll say from Sunday. I'll say it like this: Thursday, and then next week, all the way from the next Sunday, after Sunday Madness. I would say probably Tuesday. We're gonna see something on Tuesday because I'll be in the field at the time. I may not do the pre-records like I did last time, like this week. I'm gonna cut back on those. I'll do those next month and then come back. Because the next month, the first week, I ain't gonna be around. So I'll be back on the next Sunday Madness, and I'll talk about the what did I say earlier? What did I say earlier about selective free speech? Yeah, I'm gonna write that down. Selective free speech. I'm gonna break that down what that means because I see this a lot. It's a lot of selective free speech on the internet, and it's gonna relate to what I'm gonna say this coming up Sunday's stream, and we're going to talk about selective free speech next month. That's the whole series. I'm going to do that. I want to do a part 2 on it on Sunday Madness. That's going to be a discussion, and we're going to speak on things that matter. And yes, it is what it is. People try to say they try to say it ain't, it ain't, or whatever, but it doesn't matter. So On to it. I got some shots, and I've been in the field, and boy, I see a lot of madness going on. You know, last week, this past weekend, we saw, and then last Friday until last Thursday, we're going to talk about the shit. We're going to get into it. We got Lapeef up here, as usual, talking about some bullshit Thursday. I forget what they last Thursday, what they was talking about. It's typical shit, typical nigga shit. So we gotta understand something here. This is the standard, what we're gonna see for now on, and that's just the modern day YouTube what we see. So yeah, man, this is the type of stuff we need to look at. Okay, let's see what they talking about. And I think let's see what they was talking about last week. Because I know they was talking about it last week, last Thursday. Because it is what it is. So yeah, that was the Sunday, 3 days ago. What was they talking about last week? Because I'm trying to figure out what they was talking about. Because I knew it was a long one. They said these immigrants are too disrespectful. I'm broke and dusty. I think that was a Thursday. I think that was a Wednesday. My fault. That was Wednesday. They said disrespect. I think I saw. I don't think it was that. Oh, is the black community divided? The Lapeef Let's Talk. Yeah. So that shot that I showed, it's a stream called "Is the Black Community Divided?" and the Lapeef Let's Talk show. Okay. I had to get some shots on that, and they was talking about are they divided? It was some nigga shit going on. So as usual, and I saw it, and they gonna do they more nigga shit. I'm gonna get, and I get shots that's very telling. It's just some random shit, and then the ones you see in modern day spaces, but yeah, man, that's what sold it. So and that's just what it is. I know people cheering Ramil in it. Oh boy's YouTube career. That's a far reach, by the way. We don't know about that. That's debatable. Most people don't believe that. Most people don't believe that. So you got to look at it from that angle. So 9 out of 10, you see this a lot, and people get upset and they be like, "Hey, we here now," and they're gonna try to say this is the end of the career. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. We got time. We got time. We got time. We got time. So 30 minutes is about to come in. So we're just gonna talk about it. Yeah, they said is the black community divided? That's what the name of that stream is. So I got a couple of shots of that, and then Ty City had a stream talking about Brian Solange and the feds. That's the biggest one on Friday. I'll tell you why it took the cake, because that was a big topic last week. So Sunday, a certain individual that I know that he's known as, well, I've always called him because of the George Floyd situation. He, even though the guy done got locked up for some years, and he took a L. He took a L last year. He took a L last year, 2 years ago, and he's keeping taking L's. So this individual know who he is, and he's going to be on my screen. Like he likes to talk shit about me, I'm going to get him. You made it to the DTN, sir. I'm drawn in on your ass talking about I'll say, I ain't going to say the actual word. I'm going to say he's wagging, rhymes with, and it has a P. He likes to do that. His sus self. He got a bunch of fruits on his panel, gay men on his panel, but let's know here and there. But it's a shot to this clown ass nigga though. But hey, he get what he get. He want to be seen. He thinks he's fabulous and shit. But yeah, man, we're gonna get this shit right. So further ado, we're gonna 30 minutes is in. Okay. Further ado, let's go with it. Let's go with it. Let's go with it. We here. All right. Shouts out to Red for this shit. Shouts out to her. She said she had fun. We all had fun. There's Auntie as usual, the king, the master, the Lord of the Purge himself, right? And Smergo, the rookie, young MGTOW got bodied by Mr. Finelli. Mr. Fitnelli, the clown ass nigga, as always. This nigga wants to be seen so goddamn bad. He's a victim streamer. This boy right here, boy. Mr. Side Duck Platypus ass nigga, man. This nigga killed me with this bullshit. He's, I'm better than you. Ass nigga. Mr. Fitnelli, man. Calm down, bro. Like, dude, ain't nobody studying your ass. You ain't got no content anymore. And then this dude right here. He's a rainbow. And I booted that nigga off my shit. This dude's a weirdo, too. Yeah, shouts out to Juan G's, though. That's a true soldier. He said, pause that shit. It's not for men. And he was right. I agree, Juan G's. He's a smuggle. That dude gay, bro. That's gay, bro. There's no way to switch that up. Let's see. And then he think he know about it. Stop it. Showing your shit in front of everybody on panels and shit. Shouts out to the Viper Pit for that. That dude needs to go sit down, man. Stop it. Oh, got some more Fitnelli. What did I tell you? See, y'all niggas thought I wasn't done. I said, here we go. Here we go with the bullshit. See, I knew he was gonna argue. Because he likes to be spicy with his behavior and try to come at niggas and try to run up. I'm like, nigga, you weak, man. Stop it, bro. Calm down, man. Like, take some medicine, bro. Take some Ritalin or some shit, man. You got issues, bro. But Nelly, man, your mob team got bodied, man. You got bodied by the GOAT, man. But Nelly, go sit down, bro. Ain't nobody fucking with you like that. And Smurgle should not be scared of this clown ass nigga, man. He's been exposed so many times. He cried on a panel over at the LBM Coliseum and on old Ramil's channel that he sold to old girl. And he was crying. He got that clip. It's on Patreon somewhere. He was crying. To Tommy. Tommy had that man crying. He said, yeah, you just a broke nigga to me. That nigga had a tear in his fucking eye. And I'm telling you, everybody's got that screenshot. Everybody's got that clip. You done, boy. Nothing with this nigga, man. All right, back to the nitty gritty. Now, this is the part. I was there. You see the uh-oh. You see the uh-oh. You see the uh-oh. The uh-oh talk. The uh-oh talk. That's how it all started. And we're going to get to that in a minute. We're going to skim through and we're going to break this down. All right. We're going to get to this part right here. Okay, it all started. This is probably midway to the stream. He ran up on Gabe because Gabe said something about his wife. And Gabe said he probably said he had nothing to do with it. That's what Gabe was saying. He was defending himself. And then Sly said, no, I don't want to hear that shit, nigga. He said, I need these fair ones. He didn't want to hear it. And it was going back and forth. And it was interesting. And see, I tried to tell you it's a wild night. And Ty City was brilliant to cut this shit loose. And he said, the better question is, why do men get mad sometimes? Oh, here we go. This disagreeable, your trip. Yeah, the chat room is just gone litty. He said the Fed's putting incels in sales. Alex Black. Oh, Lord. And we're going to break this down. So that's the beginning of it. In the midway, in the beginning, it's like middle of the stream. And then we're going to go back to this. Okay, shouts out to people on the panel, except for a certain individual on the panel, but we ain't gonna mention his little priorities. We're gonna mention the GOAT, but we don't want to mention that other individual. But okay, but shouts out to Ty City for this. This is where the shit gets heated. Kuda was quiet as a mouse. Techie did his thing. He went after the old boy. He got emotional. Taz got the best of him, trolled him, and just got him. And then in the chat room went crazy. He said, "Oh fuck no!" He said, "Damn, Kuda, dead body." Taz been here 4 years and still hasn't bought a decent mic. Arm Jr. Here we go. The mic jokes. Here we go. Oh yeah, time to end this stream. And he tried to say time to end the stream. Fuck out of here, nigga. He wasn't gonna end that shit. That's his homeboy. His homeboys right here. They the originals, baby. Like he said, right? So yeah, man. And that's how we saw that. But he private this part. But this was like 10:30 Eastern time when I was watching this shit. And it lasted for some hours. And boy, it was crazy. Now the nitty gritty right here is what bothered me. I was like, they got Preach up here. He's from the Beast sector. Buildosphere, Pastor, and this man is from the Purge land, Anti, holding his ground. So we got a few guys as TAM over here, but Bitcoin was trolling him, trying to address the GOAT himself, called himself Taz. Taz is over here being usual, and he wanted to talk to Angry Man. I didn't get that shot. I should have, but this is where the argument became, because I knew this was going to be interesting. So this was entertaining. And at this point, Taz was just dismantling niggas left and right who get emotional when they see him, and they just said, fuck it. Negative men don't have to be accountable. Cool Kamasi for shit. Okay. He said, AM got a point. Okay, Vongo. Shouts out to you, though, but, he's TAM, but I didn't give a shit. I said, uh-oh. SBE is in effect on anybody. Just Russ was saying. Yeah, I was about to dip out into in the chat. Yeah, man, it's just what it is, man. Like I told y'all what it is. That's the whole point. And I took these shots specifically the situation. He was saying the P jokes. A lot of brothers on the panel did not like that, and Taz didn't give a shit. He was mad. He said, "Fuck them niggas," and that was it. So yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Like that's what happened last week, and I was just busy looking at it. So now Lapeef is up here. We're gonna go in here and we're just gonna look at it. Kayla on the longest car ride on earth. Yeah, she was in that damn car ride acting a damn fool. And Courtney acted like she didn't give a shit. And Kay's ruthless. She don't care about none of these bitches. And they brought her back. We showed her last time on Dtn. They brought her back, and Q trying to look sexy, be freakish up there. And this old boy right here, he's a subscriber of mine. His name is Kevin in Sales, the Chaos Troop. Some people say he's been taking L's. Is that true, y'all? Is he taking L's or is he taking W's? We gotta know something. He say he's taking W's. Most people say he's taking L's, but that's it. But shouts out to this channel. It's entertainment. They give me some content all the time. Fair use in this bitch. But yeah, man, like typical shit, and it ain't, they're tolerable. They say we're esteemed gentlemen. And it's just what it is, man. Like you gotta do it. See the teenager talk. Kayla know all about the city girls. Oh, she sure do. Kayla know all about that shit. I know people can't stand the fact that that she try to be hard in this. Well, boy, trying to get a conversation in. And old girl didn't even give a shit. She don't even hear about none of that bullshit. Courtney don't give a fuck. These three right here don't give a fuck. They don't want to hear nothing what she got to say. Anton just being Anton. he don't even want to hear the bullshit because they're about to cook his ass, man. It is what it is, bro. Like these niggas ain't doing nothing up there. It's just like, the women done took over, man. They done took over and laughing at these boys. That's their show, man. But old boy didn't. He said, "I don't care. I just let y'all have it." And she over there looking for attention. They was looking for the conversation. I was just looking at that. She talking about young Miami. Nah, that was mush mouth. Uh-oh. It's about yuck mouth. And this person say, Kayla needs to stop watching TV. Facts. Kayla dropping a lot of F-bombs. Yeah, she wants to do something to you. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's just what it is. We're gonna put this up here right quick. We're gonna talk about these fools. We're gonna put this right quick. We'll see what's going on in here. But yeah, man, it is what it is. So we see this a lot, right? And we just look at it. And I'm not really worried about what's going on. So we know Lapeef is just being Lapeef. And yeah, it's just what I saw last week. So it ain't much shots I've seen because it's less drama I've seen. But it's probably gonna be something tonight. I've got to bounce around a little bit because I'm getting a little rusty. But I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get better. Trust me. If I see some shit, y'all gonna see it. So it is what it is. So at this point. So what I mean to say is, why is co-ed panels a thing? Well, you got a host that's trying something new. He's using talking points for the manosphere in combination of everybody else in black sectors, and he's trying to be the superstar. He's trying to get paid on TV. This is YouTube's new TV type of channels, and this is where they start from. They may have a lot of subscribers than us on the bottom, but what I see right here is he's the foundation of what they're trying to push. And if he's pushing that, and then I think Anton's trying to help him push that, well, that's their team and the women that they support. This is a good collaboration for them. But as an example, you can't have echo chambers if you're talking bad about women all day. You just can't. You can't. If you look at Lapeef, that's their standard. That's their new style of panels, period. And a lot of people say, you can't trust these women. You can't trust these hoes. No, it ain't got nothing to do with that. If you can't do that type of content without women, they're going to side with this every time. They're pushing this. So I'll give it about 5 to 10 years. This will be standard if they don't get rid of this site or anything. Because I think people are going to look at it and be like, oh, they made it off TV. Of course, they're going to use this as a tactic. Everybody's trying to do it. That's why you see a lot of channels popped up. So I always use them as a reference, what's going on. So all the shots I've done showed y'all. And that's how Gabe started his thing with Super Slide. Super Slide just pulled up, and then Tassi had to dip pull a little bit and let him square off, finally. And, of course, he came here, derailed the shit, destroyed the conversation. That was it. And he did. He did his thing, and everybody hopped off the shit. He dismantled the shit. And then this is epic right here. Now, this right here, I've never saw two giants, Mal Mannerman and the so-called GOAT himself, the GOAT, the drill god. I'm gonna call this man the drill god. He always think he's the god of drilling. The drill, okay, nigga. We hear you, nigga, but I already know what really happened to you. But we ain't gonna go there. We ain't gonna go there. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm being petty for a minute. Shouts out to Pastor though. He was team, old boy over here, and that's okay. Pastor, salute to him. He's got a great channel, but yeah, if he support this dude, that's cool. This is why him and Ty City the team, drill team is right here. Ty City, Pastor, that's it. And Preach was in the middle. I don't think he was team this. I don't think Brandon was team this. Now I know he's team AM, so he had a few. So it was like 3-2. What a shame. And AM said he didn't want to argue. Mal man, calm down, bro. Stay off these damn pounds for this boy get y'all niggas triggered. But y'all the top of the show. Y'all the top of the topic today. Y'all and Lapeef. Y'all the two topics of what we seen. We don't care about the other shit with Fitnelli and all that because he's irrelevant. That nigga don't deserve no airtime. I just roast him a little bit. Just a little fire shot. He's scared of me. Because that's what it is. I don't pay this nigga no mind. So it is what it is. It is what it ain't. So a lot of times when you see this type of stuff, you see this all the time, and you just gotta think to yourself, what type of nigga that deals with this type of bullshit? Now I could have had some more shots for y'all for this week, but but next week's gonna be crazy because I don't know how I'm gonna line these other ones up. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm not pissing nobody off. It is what it is because people don't like shots. So the main topic what Tassi was talking about, Brian Salas cooperating with the feds pull up tonight. That was that night stream he did. And he addressed everything he said, and it went well. It went very well. So you had a polar bear Pookie on the Lapeef, and that's what they roll with. And that's a classic, thing. So, yeah, man, it is what it is, man. A lot of these dudes, the engendered man himself trying to save face, it's just what it is, man. Like, I seen this a lot. Some people just look at it and say, hey, this is it. We here. And I'm not even tripping anymore. So you look at these things and you just say to yourself, like, what's the point of these niggas trying to argue about the feds going to come after the space? They've been after this space for probably, I would say, from 2015 for those years. And I would say 2020 during the pandemic. They were trying to see how y'all was going to act. They study y'all niggas, man. They just waited 2 years later to get y'all. And now they probably going to execute this year and then on to next year, and that's it. They want a well-balanced channels. That's what they want. But you got to participate and talk to the people in the chat too. If you have women in your chat or mods, whatever, They want it well balanced. That's what Lapeep is going with. A lot of people don't like that. Quiet is kept. But you got some people, I'll say the other side, do like that. So you can have these relationship topics to be a thing. That's the common thing that you see a lot on YouTube. And it's being pushed because it's making a lot of money. A lot of people say it's the black woman. No, it's the relationship topics, no matter if it's black or white or any topic. You get in that field, you can't say what you want as a man. So you might as well drop the shit and end it. So basically, what I'm saying is, why the fuck is people talking about that in the 21st century of the early parts of the 2020s, and then the 2030s, you're getting fucked over in the future. So you can't really say much anymore. That's why YouTube will not last in 30, 40 years. It's going to be less. You're going to be surprised. Just save your shit up now, get you some great hard drives or laptops or another laptop, save your shit, and expect some changes. There will be some changes in the near future. I'm just saying. And this site can be sold by somebody else, and that's it. That's how it's only. That's the only way it's going to be saved. I'm just telling you, from the facts perspective, the metrics what I've seen, it's not going to be good. So you better invest in another computer, another gear, or your own show or mics. You got to do something because there's other platforms will determine how you're going to move. And it's no hate to nobody in the chat room, no hate to nobody to my mods. I'm just telling it like it is. Because what you're seeing right here, I'm showing you this big picture. And shouts out to Ty City for this. This is great. He did this. Because what I see, what really happened, Taz did his thing and showed the example. This channel does not work. He just decimated it. So when you decimate some shit, it's going to happen. So you look at this, right? Now, Red brought this fool on. You know, shouts out to Red, though, but these are men. Now, she supports, you know, certain male space, but shouts out to her. But, you know, but she gave me this clip because this dude got that work. So there's no need to explain to him there, but all men panels. Tassi doesn't care. He wants a male space. That's cool. And I respect that. But it's not conducive when you got guys bitching, complaining. They bring weirdos in their camp. So we're not going to get into it. So I said that 2 years ago. And Taz said it some years. He said he wasn't talking loud enough. This is where the future is, right here. Her talking. These women do not care what this thing is saying. Kayla's saying. Oops, excuse me. Did I throw a shot? Oh, shit. Yeah, I did. But I'm just saying, you know, but most of them say, oh, she's black and beautiful. Y'all should like Kayla. That's what them niggas be saying. But she be on that spicy shit. But these 1, 2, 3, 4 don't care what she's talking about and try and agree with certain men. But this dude is hilarious. I don't know why he comes up logic. So half the times he don't have logic, but I'm not gonna get into it. I know he lives in GA, but dude, call yourself I missed the logic. Let me stop. Let me stop. That nigga's hilarious though. He be saying some wild shit. But it is what it is. But the nigga, come on, man. The women don't care, bro. They don't care about that patriarchal talk that y'all talking about. Y'all not patriarchal. Y'all ain't never lived in a patriarchal country. So yet alone, y'all talk about this shit. And I hear the talking points for them. I hear them. And it's okay. You know, y'all trying to be manosphere. And I understand. I don't fuck with the manosphere. Manosphere is dead to me. It's gone. It's finito. It's finito. It's finito. And that's what you hear. So as in conclusion, you know, we're gonna close out the next hour. So we got a couple more minutes. I'll say, yeah, about 15 to 20 minutes to close out. So yeah, this is all I got. And that's the shots I show y'all, but this is an example what goes on in the world, especially on YouTube. So when you have these type of panels, that's the standard they're rolling with. So I've been saying this last year. So a lot of people wasn't listening when I was on the vlog stream, when I was outside, and I was telling people everybody was locked down. This is going to be a normal thing. So you're going to see this a lot every time, any place. So when you have these things, you understand what's going on, right? So basically, you hear these things a lot. So they wouldn't have topics. Is the black community divided? They have these type of panelists. Now the woman down here, I don't know if she was pro-black. Her name is Lady Mogul or something like that, IG Mogul, but she had a different name the last time that I had her on DTN. It is what it is. But Anton's trying to be a superstar, trying to say he got millions, but we ain't gonna go there. We ain't gonna go there. Duke got him. Duke the Gun got him. It's so easy to roast him. I don't know if he lives in my area or whatever, but it is what it is. But old boy right here is trying to get on. I see you, nigga. I see you, man. and K just don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They just don't give a fuck at this point. And it is what it is, man. I got shots all day, man. These niggas in the manosphere trying to lead these people that have co-ed panels. They laughing at y'all asses, man. They laughing at that shit. Probably laughing at Ty and us right now. That's what they do, man. That's their thing. That's they trying to take over. So, we know the pill god himself called himself the god. They call him the god for their idol. He's a clown too, just like the rest of them, like Mal Mannerman and everybody else. And no one gives a fuck. So you see this a lot in times, and people just get upset and be like, man, why is these niggas be talking about the same old shit? Relationship this, relationship that, blah, 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 blah. And they do this shit all the time. It's like their religion. I told you, is echo chambers their religion? I mean, is it a religion? Is it a religion? I didn't say echo chambers religion. I said something is a religion. I mentioned something. Hold on. I said something that was a religion. I think I wrote it down, but I couldn't remember. And I was looking at it and I was like saying, whoa, this is one of those things. Oh, trauma bonding. My fault. Is trauma bonding a religion? Yes, is trauma bonding a religion? What's going on, man? Salute, salute, salute. He said, what do you say right here? He said, those Lapeef type of shows are so boring to me. Yeah. Most people think they're boring. Because when they talk about the same topics, that's what people heard in the modern day manosphere, what we heard 2 years ago and 3 years ago prior. Or 2018, like 4 years ago. So it's a repeat. They try to be on TV. This is the YouTube TV, y'all. This is them. They try to be on TV, and they said they're gonna have a show in Houston. Act crazy. That's gonna be fucking interesting. I will see what they're gonna do in Houston. So I can get some shots what they look like. We gotta get them. We gotta get them. We gotta get them what they look like. What they look like. I told you DTN's on the raw. DTN's on the raw. Yeah. Oh, did that rhyme? Let me stop. It's finito. Yeah, man. Like, is trauma bonding a religion? Yes, it's a religion, man. It's a religion. We see it. They trauma bond on the Lapeef network when they have certain individuals act like niggas. They bring all the men and the females just be laughing and giggling. I said, look at these niggas. They over here whining about hoes. They whining about hoes. They whine about hoes. Oh shit, man. It's just what it is, bro. Like, I'm just not really mad anymore because we see this a lot, man. We do this. I do the DTNs. We hear, and like I showed you, Lapeef is on one, and they get upset when people talk about them. It is what it is, man. It's content, bro. Like, it's fair use. But yeah, we see it all the time. And, they said they're going to do something in Houston and, gets the startles. But this shit right here is hilarious. Gabe, man, come on, man. Give that man a fair one, man. Come on, Gabe. Super Slime want a fair one. He ain't trying to kill you. You going for the gat, nigga. The Pookie shoes. The Gabe's a fool, man. All right. And this shit is hilarious right here. He got old boy emotional, man. Oh shit, man. I'm out of here. Oh man, but this is epic right here. This shit is epic. And Fitnelli, sit your weak ass down with that flap top, man. Cut that bullshit off, man. This is not fucking 1980s and early 90s, nigga. Roll the fuck up and get off that damn Kitty Hawk. Oh, is that a shot? Oh, did that rhyme? Let me stop, nigga. Let me stop. Everybody gets triggered with dude. Everybody gets triggered in this chat room. I'm telling you, boy. I'm telling you, bro. It is what it is, man. Like, this shit is wild, bro. This shit is so wild. It's just like, we got to talk about it, man. This is the main topic of the show because we talked about, they was talking about Brian and it got derailed by a dude, the drill guy. I won't call him the drill guy. And the reason I call him the drill guy, he always talk about drill this, drill that. We're gonna do that drill. He is got some issues and he's hilarious. Somebody fucked him up really bad back in the day, and now look at him. Oh, it's some wild shit, bro. It's some wild ass shit. We gotta pay attention to these niggas, man. We gotta pay attention. We gotta pay attention, man. And we gotta pay attention to what's going on because a lot of times you got dudes like that over time, they get deranged and they get mental deranged. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times people get upset what we do. And we see it. And I'm just like saying, wow, man. We do this a lot. And I was just like say, hey, if this dude gets on any more panels, probably from here on out, probably in the summer, I'm just gonna be watching. I mean, I would love to get on Ty's panels, but you know, I ain't scared to get on them. But I'm just saying, but if he's on there, I'm just gonna be muted. I'm just gonna let him entertain. I'll let him have it. I know he don't like my ass because he know who I be rolling with over here. Last year, see, he be watching. So they said this nigga be watching. So I ain't scared. You know, I say, hey, you can pull up. It is what it is. But don't go there with me. Cause I think he already know. He said he see me in the chat. He don't mess with me in the chat. It's just something about me. He don't mess with me in the chat. I think he already know, but he just like this nigga right here. He got clips of everybody. He said he got a lot of clips of a lot of these niggas in these spheres, what they say on panels and shit. Now that's a dangerous motherfucker. Now I thought my screenshots was bad. No, this nigga is a Clip City team. Done conquer these niggas, man. That's all I'm gonna say about it, man. But this is like, you know, DTN is what it is. It is what it ain't. But you see it a lot, and we got to talk about them because we're gonna knock the clock out a little bit because it's gonna be a little extended a little bit because we got to talk about it. And DTN is what it is, man. Like we sold you the shots, we show you the beatdowns and the bruises, the niggas getting mad and be like, fuck this nigga, man. And then they got triggered. I was like, and see, he does it every time. I see him do this every time. Like, this nigga be triggering niggas, man. Like, what is it about him that y'all don't like? I don't care for the nigga, but it's hilarious as fuck. And I'm telling you, he did this on platinum shit. So, yeah, he got something on y'all niggas. Y'all was triggered. He said, I'll pull it up right now. I got the clip, nigga. He said, I got the clip. I told him, pull the clip, nigga. We ain't scared. Pull the clip. Pull the clip. It's Clip City. Pull the clip, nigga. Pull the goddamn clip. And let me go back. Hold on. Let me go back for a minute. Oh, rusty ass flat top motherfucker. Oh, having ass. He teasing me. Crying like a bitch to Tommy. Oh, did that rhyme? Chill. Nigga, you got cooked about a lot of niggas in your so-called manosphere space. You killed 3.0, nigga. And you going to try to school a young MGTOW failure. I call him Pego. Pego versus Fidnelli. Ain't that priceless? Pego versus Fidnelli. Y'all niggas need to get off the damn pounds, man. Y'all disgust me, man. Get the fuck out of here. But the drill guy is gonna give Mal Man that word. I want to see that so bad. Ty City, man, you got to do it, man. It's gonna be epic, man. It's got to be epic. I don't think he's gonna do it again, but I'm just saying. But I'm just saying, in the future, if you see him coming through, it's over. It's over. It's over. That's all I got. That's all I got. That's all I got. That's all I got. And it's over. Like, it is what it is. Like, he said it. He stands on his bullshit. We all should. Even me. Anytime y'all want to challenge this shit, go ahead. Go ahead. Go right a fucking head. So shouts out to everybody that came through. And that's it. Leticia and Psycho Canyon. And appreciate y'all for coming through. So, you know, it's a short segment, but it's an hour. So we in. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. So I'm gonna sign off and I'm out this bitch. Peace.